Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here, a little midday money on a Friday, the 26th of May. Wow, basically June. How time flies. How time flies. NFL season. Like 13, 14, 15 weeks away from the NFL. Like, subscribe, ring the bell here. YouTube channels, Facebook page, Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs, and I'll tweet out the pics in the Twitter sphere on the Twitter universe. Come give me a follow on Twitter. Why wouldn't you? If you're on Twitter, come say hello. As always, if you're listening after the fact in podcast form, or maybe you're listening live and say, "Wow, you got a podcast, Higgs? You're on Spotify and Amazon Music and iHeartRadio and all those good spots." Yes, you can come follow me there. Download the app. Give me a follow. I'd appreciate it. That would be nice of you. Thank you kindly. All right, let's get to the recap of yesterday's action. NBA loser with the Miami Heat. And we should have known better because Nick Hunt, Mr. Let's lay 30,000 on Iowa over Eastern Illinois. He comes in and says Heat outright, guaranteed lock, money line plus 245. So, Nick is the kiss of death. Thank you for that, Nick. We knew that was coming. 65 and 63 minus 180 in the video with our NBA. 34 and 32 plus 271 on the season on the premium side of things. Hockey, 50 and 60 plus $32 there. On the season, 67 and 79 on the sites, down $96. So, and Major League Baseball, 1-1 in video, splitting out with a run line and a total winner. So that has not moved. We're still down 825 in the video, 101 and 119. Not what am I going to say? Definitely not where I want to be in the video. But premiums, 6 straight winners in the premiums, plus 530 on the season, 184 and 187. So today's picks. Nothing's really moved since last night and look ahead lines. We got the Rays over with Syndergaard going there, and we have a bullpen game for Tampa. We got the Cleveland under with Biebs on the hill. Yes, we'll go under Cleveland. The Natties with Corbin. Yeah, it's a lot of let's fade Corbin. The guy has been solid this year. 2 starts, he's given up more than 2 earned runs, I believe. He had a 6er in game 2, and I think 4 in the game after that. Although opening day, he gave up 4, but just 2 earned runs. Everything else, he's been solid, and then that's our scrappy bunch. I'll take him. I know part of me is like, wow, let's just do Kansas City run line, right? I mean, how the heck is Jordan Lyles? Jordan Lyles is favored. Still, I'll go Natties plus 105. B Fatty for Arizona, the youngster against Chris Sale. Sure, Diamondbacks plus 130. We'll take it. The Pirates plus 130 and the under there with Keller on the hill. Yes, sirree, Bob. And hockey and NBA, nothing today. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow in those games. I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of leaning Celtics. I think the Heat are done. I think you give up 2 chances to close out a good team. The Celtics, and let's be honest, Celtics are a good team. That's why they're 8-point favorites in their 3 home games and 4-point favorite on the roads. It is what it is. Props, prippity props. A donut yesterday, and the struggle continues on the props. 2-11, 1-12, 0-4. We're down. We're down a chunk. 27.05, 170 and 319. We'll try to get it right. Tampa Bay. You knew I was going to go this route. Best team at home. Noah Syndergaard. Let's get it. Diaz, 175. Wander Franco, 190. Rosarena, 160. J-Lo, 185. Paridi, 160. Texas versus Grayson Rodriguez and his juicy ERA. You take out his Detroit Tiger games, 10 scoreless innings. His ERA goes up to an 8 with 29 runs in 32 innings. Yeah, we'll grab some Texas Ribby props. Seager, 165. Simeon, 150. Young, the rookie, 185. Garcia, 14 homers for this cat. Let's go, 140 there. Heim. How many times have we had Heim catch for us? Plus $2? Sure. And Enlow. We got J-Lo, Enlow. No B-Lo. There was no B-Lo prop for the Rays. And yes, I know they're pronounced loud, but I'm having fun. So watch the show more often. You get my sense of humor. Houston against the Oakland Athletics. Give me Yordi at 130, Pena 190, Tucker my guy 145, and a Jake Myers at 240. You know I like Myers a lot. Tucker's my MVP kind of cat here, dark horse. So let's get it. Let's get some Ribby props. I need a couple winners. It's been a bad run. It happens. And two that I got for myself. I was going to add them here. I just ran out of room. I guess I forgot to add them. Rizzo and Bader for the Yanks. So, but that's that's a discussion for another day. That's no, let's not worry about that. Let's get to the comments here on a happy Friday. Bill is in the house, number one in the comments to start. What do you say there, Bill? Cubs first five, run line. Let's jump into the Cubbies here. Actually, I'm on Saturday baseball. I'm ahead of you. I'm looking for tomorrow's action already. Cubbies with Steele against Hunter Green. A 6.5 total. I want to say over here. I like Steele. What is the what is that? What is this first five? What are they laying here? What's the number here? First five. They got to be a minus. Are they minus? I wouldn't even know if they'd be minus. You think they'd be minus because Steele's having a nice season, and it's still the Reds. But the Cubs, listen, my Cub over, not looking good at 22 and 27. But I don't hate it because I like Steele. Rays team total over 4.5. I'm with you. Hi. I did this with, I mentioned this with Jesse and Ross today. Jesse was doing the Tampa game. I like it. I said I was going to have some Ruby props. Yeah, we have over 9. So why won't we have a team total over 4.5? Yes. Cardinals on the money line. St. Louis Libidor against Beebs. Give me the under. Sidewise, not interested in. Braves over to 10. Yeah. I mean, you got two pitchers haven't pitched well. I got two offenses that could hit. I got bullpens that are struggling. Yes, sirree, Bob. Or in this case, yes, sirree, Bill. Aaron, how's it going? Not too bad. We're grinding along. Another winning day yesterday. Go 3-1 yesterday. Michael, good morning. Fred wants picks. Yeah. Fred Bask. We got picks for you, fella. Where you at? They're right. They're not. You're on YouTube. They are in the chat right in YouTube. You could see them. You could write them down. They're scrolling underneath on your phone, or if you're watching on the computer, and they're here for you. Rays over, Cleveland under, Natties, D-backs, Pitt in the under. Got you covered. Got you covered, Fred. There you go. Thanks for popping in, my friend. Appreciate all the new folks coming in to say hello. Aaron says I got Texas versus the O's over the 8.5, and over in the Blue Jays game as well. Yeah, the Texas game, I don't mind. I got some Ribby props here, so sure. And the Jays and Minnesota over. Varland, a rookie. This Jays team is struggling right now. Not struggling with the overs. They've gone over, I think, in 7 to 10, 8, 9 to 12 or something like that. They're on. That's what happens. You struggle. Pitching is bad. You're hitting over 8.5. See, Gaussman to me is solid. How about what is a Gaussman K prop today? That would be something I'd look at. Aaron. I don't know about a total of that game. Michael, Giants run line, 8-2 last 10. Here we go. Versus the Brew Crew and Freddie Peralta. I do like Woodworthy. You know that. 205 versus lefties. I'm not going to say no to Oxwood. I don't hate it. Rangers money line, Baltimore first game. Let that off the Yankees. Yeah, big series off the Yankees, and they had Toronto before that as well. So, Twinnies plus 125. Fading Gasman run line. The Gasman run line we've talked about. And the team as a whole has just not been playing good. I don't hate the 125. I don't hate it. Apparently, there's a big team meeting. Like, team meeting. We're going to come out. I don't know. I'm not looking to bet on Toronto. Michael says Conforto Ribby. Plus 190s. Hit 7 the last 8. Continues to be on a tear. Went 4 for 4 last night. There you go. Michael Conforto Ribbies. You think I'm not going to argue with you on the Conforto Ribby? You've been on it since like game 3, I think of that, Michael. You've been on the Confortos. Aaron says I lost 300 yesterday on Miami last time. Stay away for game 6. Those lines. To me, it's Celtics or nothing. Am I going to bet it? I don't know. I mean, we've had a nice little playoff run. I mentioned it yesterday. This game to me, I don't have to bet it because it's an NBA playoff game on a Saturday. That's just me. I've seen Miami get blown out the last two games and not look good. Where's the adjustments? Where's stuff to get? I'm not running to bet Miami. No thanks. Do I want to lay a favorite on the road too? It could be a dogfight 3-point game. Lose there? No. Don't got to bet it, Aaron. Lock it in with the king. That's going. Not too bad. Grinding away. 3-1 yesterday. Another sweep in baseball. Nice. I'm on a nice little baseball run this week. Get me back into the plus. Actually, not back to plus. I've been on the plus most of the day after most of the season, I should say. Walk this way, fella. Good to see you. J Rock's here. He will win his dogs next game. I don't know. I'm not running to bet the Heat tomorrow. You want to? You can bet them. They're little dogs. I get it. +3. Take a plus 130. 125. Whatever. Not for me. The Heat are not for me. Tony C, my guy. Good to see you. Give Tony C a follow, folks. He's in the Twitter world. J Rock. Acuna over 1.5 bases today. I don't hate it. Is it? We're not laying like a 140 or anything, are we, J Rock? Riley, I don't hate it. Against Taiwan Walker. Sure. I probably could have put some Braves review. Obviously I went heavy on teams I've been on most of the season, or hitters, I should say, that I like on the Texas and Houston, Tampa. Rizzo's a guy we've had a bunch of times as well. Michael, what do you say? What do you think about the Cubbies? Over, under? I mean, it's 6.5. I'm going to have to say over, believe it or not, even though I got a strike. I like Hunter Green, big strikeout guy, and Justin Steele I'm high on, but 6.5 looks a little low for my liking. A little too low. I don't like the Cincy lineup, but they somehow put some runs together. Now, is Steele better than I think Wainwright and those guys who they're scoring 11 against? Yeah, Steele's having a nice year. Can't come in here and badmouth a guy who's 6-1 with a 2 ERA, but 6.5. I don't know. I don't like it. I think it's they're begging to go under. I don't know. It's a no play for me. Again, NBA tomorrow night. I'm not going to bet it. A 2:00 game on a Friday in baseball. You don't got to bet it. I said this yesterday, the early game with the Reds. I'm like, I don't like. Everybody love the under. Like, oh, guys, I'm like, I'm not looking to bet unders with Luke Weaver. And I'm not looking to bet because it's the first game of the day either. You don't have to do that. Every day there's something first. I got to get down on this. It's a day game. It's a primetime game. No, you don't. Free Mama, Mafia brother. What do you got? Texas team total over. I ran down 6 RBI props on Texas. So obviously I think I like the over there. I think you get over 4.5 on a team total for plus 125. Plus 125 over 4.5 at BetMGM. I got the Cards game under. I'm with you. Libber and Bieber. Let's go under. I got it. Under 8. It's right here in the chat as well. Randy, what do you say? You still having rants occasionally? I always go on a little rant, Randy. You know that. We go on a little rant sometimes. Live chat moved. It took me 3 times to find it. The live chat moved? Where? On the side of the... On YouTube? Huh. I don't know. Now I got to go check YouTube, see what's happening on YouTube there. What is happening on the YouTube? Let's see. No. Well, it's still... See, for me, I just turned it on here, and it's on the side. I see it. There you go. I see it. I don't know. Let's see. And I just went to another channel. It's here. Here you go. I don't know. Sometimes what are you going to do? What can we do? So, good action today. Tony C's got the Rockies and the Pirates. So, Colorado today. Huh? You like a little Rocky action with Seabold getting a big number from Max Scherzer? I'm not going to say no. I'm not a Scherzer guy, but do I want to go and grab the Rocks? I'm going to say good luck, Tony. I'll say good luck to that. Pirates, though, we're on the Pirates. Pirates and the under. Pirates plus 130. Keller's pitched well. I'm buying. I'm a buyer of Keller. Bill says Cubs first five. Run line is plus 108. I don't hate it. Joe Ryan, Texas. Who's this calling me? What the heck? Well, I'm going to put you on hold there. I forgot Joe Ryan. Hold on. Joe Ryan's not pitching today for Minnesota. Joe Ryan's on Minnesota, but you got Texas. It says Joe Ryan, Texas. Is that supposed to be John Gray? Maurice took the Rockies plus 1.5 versus the Mets. Again, I'm not looking. I don't like the Mets, but they have improved a little bit of late, winning a couple games. But do I want to lay $2 on the road? Not particularly. No, thank you. Yankees money line here as a little doggy, right? They were a dog. I don't know if it's switched. Randy Vasquez gets the call. No Sevy. I'm shocked. Sevy's hurt. Oh my goodness. What are the odds of that happening? I don't like Musgrove, but I think the world would be on the Yankees since they're the Yankees. I don't know. I kind of like the Padres, believe it or not. Maybe do a Padre run line here for some plus money. I think. I'm gonna write it down. I got to look see what that San Diego run line is. What do we got here? KC White Sox over the 9. KC is playing Washington. And I guess, do you like the White? Are you just putting in a parlay? Is that why you got the White Sox listed as well? I do not know why, if that's the case, because they're playing Detroit and the Cardinals today. I like the under in that game. I mean, the KC over against. I would lean that way. I do like the Natties in that matchup, though. And Tigers, I'm more of a Tiger under kind of guy. David, what do we got here? San Fran versus Brew under 2.5 first 5. I don't hate that one bit. Cobb's been solid. And believe it or not, I think Peralta's sneaky kind of good. And I don't like to rile up Michael. He's underneath here. But I'm not a fan of the giant lineup. So you want to go under? I can do it. Under 2.5 first 5. 3 minus 120. I don't hate 3 minus 120. That's fine. Michael says, if Celtics make the comeback, I'll be on the Nuggets game 1 and extend the line to 12. Yeah, big. I mean, that's a big comeback, down 3-0, and you're going to come back and win 4 in a row. Then you're going to go on a road, right? Is that a road game for Denver? I'm not sure who had the better record. Not sure who had the better record of the two. If it's Boston with they win like 57 during the regular season. I don't know. J-Rock, St. Louis. I don't hate it, but I'm on the under. Give me the under. The Giants with Cobb. I don't hate it. Cubbies, I just said 6.5 looks a little low, especially today's baseball. Aaron says, I've seen many about Game 6. I'm not going to bet it. And we'll show shocked how bad they played. They played bad in 2 straight now. And I'm not looking to say, oh, they're going to get right. No, just like I took the Heat. Nah, and I said, I kind of like the Celtics in Game 4. Desperation game. You should take them. Maybe I took the Heat because what I saw out of the Celtics were a team I don't want to bet on. Like I do, I don't want to bet on a baseball team that's lost 4 in a row. I don't want to bet on a basketball team that's lost 3 in a row. And now I got a Heat team that's lost 2 in a row, and they have not been competitive in either game. Run to bet the Heat. You're crazy. You're crazy. Pound it, Anthony. What do we got here? Raise over 9 top play. I agree. That's why I have 7 guys in our lineups. There was no Ramirez Ribby prop, or else I would have grabbed it. There was no Belo prop either for Brandon Lau, and Siri was a 250. I would really do the entire lineup of Rays today for Ribby props versus Syndergaard. J-Rock says definitely Green is a K guy, but he also gives up the long ball. He does. Hunter Green K prop is 7.5. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know if I can do 7.5. Because you can strike out 6 in 3 innings. He's at 100 pitches. He's at the game. I don't want to do 7.5. There I am. It's here. I found the comment section. Pound it. Look at lines comes up live. It should come up live. This doesn't come up live. My World Series MVP, Max Scherzer's always stunk it up at Coors Field, even when he was in his prime. Colorado plus 180. It's not only that. It's just, do you want to lay the Mets You can't lay the Mets. But I mean, the same thing for the Rocks is like, listen, if it was Freeland who was their best guy on the hill, I mean, I got Connor Siebold going. That's the hold your nose part of it. Like Connor Siebold in a 6 ERA in a couple starts this year. This is not going to mess with a side. Give me the Rays team total over 2.5 at even money. 2.5 is their team total? Wow. Extend that. Extend it up to like 6. I got to write that down. Rays team totals. If I click live check, it says move. So I click below it and it works. Interesting. All right. Mine's just on the side. Again, I'm on I got the desktop in front of me, so it might be a little different. You missed the money on the Rockies yesterday, not today, J Rock. Listen, yesterday, you had Freeland on the hill. He's their guy. Today, again, Siebold. Tough, tough, tough. Yeah, Gray's Texas. I figured that out. It was John Gray's in Texas, Joe Ryan on the Twinkies. Down it. Louis Gill, biggest fan. Where's Louis Gill? Where is Louis Gill? Is Louis Gill hurt for the Yanks? We got numbered Louis Gills collecting dust because they won't bring him up. They bring up Vasquez. Like, I don't understand what the Yanks. I mean, is it they don't is does it come down to options of the guys? Like, um, they don't want to waste his eligibility because all of a sudden you do X, then Y starts using up time. I mean, Louis Gill, I guess he's down. He's on. It says he's on the roster here on MLB.com. He's up number 14 in the rankings. Get Louis Gill. Get Louis Gill out there, please. Walk this way. San Diego's playing great ball, starting to reflect that salary. They're starting to hit. They are. And if you look at their stats, go like team stats for the year, they've been terrible. Like average wise, strikeout wise, just bad. But now the guys are starting to hit a little bit. A little slow out of the gate. I mean, you think they should hit this guy, and Musgrove should play to his potential. Gracious. Tampa Bay, Syndergaard, sure. Lieber versus Bieber, again, I'm an under guy there. Pittsburgh, I'm with you. Texas and San Fran. I like the Cobb and the Texas Baltimore game is my game of the day on the sites. Michael, just tuned in. I'm liking a Rays team total over 4.5. Yes. And this is Michael A, not Michael B. I gotta say, Michael A, I think Michael B said that the 2.5 over 2.5 runs is a even money for first 5 for the Rays. I mean, I kind of like that as well. I mean, I think they're going to get Syndergaard. If they don't score 2 runs versus Syndergaard in the first inning, I'll be shocked. Tony, that's why I moved to 110, got it plus 1.5. They're favorite now, huh? With Corbin on the hill. Good. I mean, Lyles is terrible. David, San Fran bet is under first 3 innings. I don't hate it. Cobb is solid, Peralta is solid, and both lineups to me are underachievers. So, I mean, I'd go under first 3. I like you know what? I've been looking a little first 3s myself. I haven't bet them. I've just been kind of eyeballing them. I like them, especially we got good pitchers, because it seems like that 5th inning we've seen like runs scored and it kind of mess up people's first 5s and stuff like that. So first 3, yes. Michael A. also like the Nets team total over 4.5 versus the Royals and Lyles. I mean, yeah, he's having a tough year. That's to put it mildly. Yes. Michael, I want a Mitch Keller over 6.5 Ks. He has hit 7. He's hit this in 7 of the last 10 starts. I think the Mariners might be in for a shock face the Pirates after the Mariners 4 from AA-A's. Yeah. I mean, Keller, he's been good the entire season. You mentioned the strikeouts. Seattle's not hitting that well themselves. I said this yesterday against JP Sears, who shut them down the first time he played them. Somebody mentioned in the chat. I was just more of give me the under with Seattle against lefties and stuff like that. On the year, Seattle's not hitting that well. And I got a guy who's pitching really well. I'll take it. Give me the under. And it's low, 7. That's a tricky 7. David says JP Sears from Oakland is a good pitcher. I had Oakland plus 1.5. Yeah, he's not terrible, JP Sears. J-Rock. Hit a little parlay. Kuna, Stott, and Simeon plus 125. Uh, what are these all plus 1.5? So are these just single hits or they got to get 2 hits? What's the ramifications on these? Michael A got Nats team total over 4 on FanDuel. Good value versus Royals. I agree. Royals are a bad team. And I was a Royal guy to start. I'm like, man, they got some young bats. They should hit the ball. Let's go over all the time. The bats have not come around yet. There's my guy Jeff. Jeff, let me like since you're here, we'll show you this picture. Get your opinions on what this. What do you think about this guy? What do you think about this thing in my garage? This is by my garage door. You come into my house. Should I be concerned, Jeff? Should I be concerned and not sleep at night? Should I just set the house on fire and collect the insurance? Michael, Rays first 5 team totals 2.5 over versus Syndergaard. Although it looks a little low, now I'm a little worried. Why do I think this game's gonna be like a 2-1 game now with these low totals? You have to fade him. You have to fade him. He's fat Thor. He's beer drinking, swill drinking Thor. David, Rays team totals 4.5, not 2.5. It's a first 5. It's a first 5. It's a first 5, David. Do you ever show your most expensive baseball cards? They're only for gambling. I do the cards sometimes. I mean, I don't show. I mean, if you go on my Sean Higgs YouTube, it's look in the comments. You can find the Sean Higgs. I'll do like cards on there as well. I don't know what channel you're watching on. I don't know what channel the comments coming up on. If it's on Picks and Parlays, winner free picks, maybe it's on the Sean Higgs. I don't know. I do cards. Usually, I try to do them every week. Crack open some cards, have some fun. You know. More Louis Gill cards than Dinero. Yeah, Louis Gill. Let him throw the ball. He's on the roster. Get him out there. Only Braves would sign a rookie to 8-year contracts, and now he can't hit Harris. Here we talk about sophomore slump in all sports, right? It's like, oh, it's a sophomore slump. These guys are still, we talk about the baseball cards here for a second. These guys are 21, 22, 23 years old. You're going to hit a bump. Grace Rodriguez is 23. You're going to hit a bump. I mean, Soto's hitting 200. The guy is 23 years old. He's not. Remember, I'm old enough to remember when guys were rookies and coming into their prime, they were 26, 27, 28. Now we got to. Bobby Witt is a bust. He's 21 years old. Come on, man. Come on. After any mini love today, says Lane. Let's look at Texas team total over. We got a gaggle of team total props, or Ruby props in Texas. But mini today, I don't know. It's nothing for me. I'm not interested in Minnesota today, or the other side. No thanks. Look for the matchup here. Toronto struggling. Yes. Is it worth a look at a plus 130, 140, whatever it is? I guess it could be. Gausman's been the Jays' best pitcher. But for me, Rays team total was talking first 5. Yeah, back to the first 5. Rays. I started doing first 3 bets this year. Yeah, I've looked at them occasionally just because the first 5s, we've talked a lot about it. And a lot of first 5s, we see them go 3-2 and teams go, it's over, just losing. Yeah. Tough loss yesterday. Washington under Colorado. Yeah, Washington. And I had Washington under the other day. I'm like, because I like the pitchers. And I've said, Gray, Gore, Williams, they've all pitched pretty good, keeping teams in it. San Diego was on a crazy underrun. I mentioned it. I think I put it in my write up that they're like a 16-1 underrun or something. And then all of a sudden, it turns into mad chaos with these games. It is what it is. It is what it is. And I saw Colorado was 2-2 in like the 7th or 8th inning. Crazy. Fade my totals. Yanks over 9, Tampa Bay over 8, Cleveland under 8. I'm not fading your totals because I like 2 of them. So, actually, I like all 3. I like the Yankee over as well. So, I can't. I mean, I got Tampa Bay here in the chat. I got Cleveland under in the chat. David says, thanks, so I got to get back to work. Love your show. Solid. I try. It's all it's about. I come in here. I appreciate you watching. Everybody. I know some people don't comment. They don't say nothing. They come in, listen. Maybe they roll their eyes. Or like, this guy's freaking wacko. I enjoy it. Try to make us some money. Jeff says it's a wolf spider. Very toxic. Are they toxic? Good to know. So do they bite? I don't worry about this guy biting me. A wolf spider. Great. Great. My wife, I sent her a picture. I said, this was on your dresser. What should I do? uh, you live in a jungle? I mean, it was kind of like a little close up of it, but it was, I don't know. It was like the size, almost the size of the mouse, I guess. It was, uh, oh my goodness. Tony said, Cashier's first five last night, not too high in the Mariners. Mariners are not hitting right now. Not hitting, not hitting, not hitting. Yeah, the spider. I'm not a big spider guy. Michael, thanks for the info during Memorial Day weekend. You as well. I'll be here all weekend. I'll be here, I believe. Maybe not Sunday. I might have something to do Sunday. Pix Parlay, I'll check your main channel. Yeah. So on the Pix Parlay channel, obviously, that's why we had, winner free picks is part of Pix and Parlays, obviously. Same. You look at the pages, they're identical, different colors. I did add the Higgs channel just because I had, I've done videos on there and I have, 15, 1,600 subscribers. So I'm like, let me get back to putting videos on there. And I do some open up some packs. I'm more of an 80s kind of guy, but I do newer stuff, Aaron. I'm not some card guru. I believe me. No. It's fun. It's nostalgic for me. Toshi, that spider was bigger than my girlfriend's little dog. Great. 0-7 versus the AL East. Miz coming in. Miz, watch yourself. You were telling us, the Orioles. No, don't take the Orioles. And you're an Oriole guy. Now you're all on the Orioles after a nice little series. Get wettable powder, spray outside the house. It attaches to their legs and they groom themselves and die. Best one's called Demon. Demon wettable powder. I gotta say, like my back, when I go into go out my back door, my patio, whatever. I have the old, they have the whole overhang, cover the patio roof. It is like Indiana Jones with like webs. It's crazy. And I spray. I got the guys come and they spray, and I call them up. I'm like, hey, you got to spray out here. And I buy my little ant spider spray and I spray it everywhere. It's ridiculous. I don't know why. I'm not some, I mean, spiders. Like it's not like it's a dirty. I'm not a savage. You see, my house looks pretty clean, right? That's how I live. Very organized. Tyler, my guy, going to Cleveland game. Hope to see a decent game. I think you will see a decent game. I think it'll be a typical Cleveland game, like a 3-1 game, Tyler. Obviously, I like the under. Miz, Orioles figured out Rodriguez was tipping his pitches. That's what it's been. He's been bad. You take out his 10 innings versus the Tigers, and he's got 29 runs in 31 innings. And I'm glad something, because you're ready to give up on him. I'm ready to trade you Josh Donaldson for Rodriguez since he's a bust. You don't want to do that trade. Joseph, I think it's the first time I've seen Joseph Thompson comment in here. Appreciate your comment and thank you. Blue Jays Twins over to 7.5. I don't hate it because Toronto's playing bad. I am worried because Gausman's been their best pitcher. So that for me would be probably a no play. Rangers Orioles over the 8.5. Yes, I can get behind. Even though Miz has told us that Rodriguez had been tipping his pitches, he's still been kind of questionable. He's been tipping pitches the entire season or just in a couple starts. I don't know. Well, I do know the Orioles could hit and the Rangers could hit. Over? Sure. I got a bunch of Ranger Ruby props. I think we'll see some runs here today. Natty's Royals over. I do not hate that. Yes, it's Patrick Corbin. People want to fade him all the time. He's improved this year. He's been better. He doesn't have a 6 ERA. He gives up a few runs. Royals, gas cans all over the joint. They're just on fire, except for their bats. But we have a Nats team who's now regressed a little bit with their pitching, both starting and relieving. So the 9 looks good to me. Tony C took the over in Jays game. It's 7.5 now. They're 7 straight to the over. Yes, they've been playing terrible. The pitching's been bad. The problem is that Gausman's a guy who could come in and win 3-0. That's why I'm leery. J Rock says Churchill Downs race number 1. Calcat. The horses, little ponies for you on a Friday. Churchill Downs from J Rock. Miss run out players only meeting after Tampa Bay. Yeah, I saw that too. What does that mean? You're going to run out and bet them today as a 140 road fave? I don't want to bet them. Players meeting. I don't care what kind of meeting it was. Steven. Welcome, Steven Bowman. Are you part of the Bowman Cart family? Is that who you are? Appreciate you coming in. Joe's first time in here. Thanks for your advice. So I appreciate it. I saw the name. Like, I don't think most people I remember, and first time people I always kind of catch because I'm like that. I got a decent memory, I guess. But I appreciate you watching and commenting. Thank you. Please come back. Hopefully, we do all right and put a little change in your pocket. J Rock's a spray area with 1.5 mixture of water and vinegar. Old school spider trick. 1-to-1. Water, vinegar. Dish soap. I can put that in a bucket and just spray it up on my roof. Gasman's run line rack. It's been bad. It's been bad. And again, it's also, again, the Jays are not playing good. I don't want to bet teams that are not playing good. I say this all the time. Well, these guys have won 3 in a row, 4 in a row, 5 in a row. You want to bet on them? I don't want to bet on them. Toronto's struggling. I don't want to bet them. And especially, I don't want to bet them as a favorite on the road to boot. No, thank you. Moneyline Markel's in the house. Now it's a party on a Friday. Moneyline Markel's here. All right, we'll do some quick recap here. We got the Rays over 9. Fade and Syndergaard. Cleveland under 8. I think we see Cleveland not hit as usual. But Bieber will hold down St. Louis. Natties plus 105. I believe someone said the line has moved. Corbin. We're backing you. We're backing Corbin. Arizona plus 130. Fade and Chris Sale. I'm not a Sale guy. Or a Kluber guy. Pittsburgh Pirates plus 130. Keller. I'll grab him as a dog and I'll take the under as well. He's just pitching really well. And I got 2 teams that aren't really good hitting teams, especially facing decent pitching. And Kirby's a nice little youngster. We talk about Grace Rodriguez. Kirby's a nice little young stud here. Nice ace. I like him. Under the 7. NHL and NBA, nothing. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows? I gave you my thoughts on the Miami Celtics game and the NHL game. I'm not really sure what to do there. I might do an over in that game. Again, we'll see. There's always look headlines tonight, and there's midday money tomorrow. Moneyline Markel is honestly taking -3 with the Stros. See, I saw the 160 with the run line, and I like Hunter Brown. We got Hunter Brown Rookie of the Year. I think he's 4-1. He's on his way to a nice 16-3 season. If he keeps that ARA in the mid 3s, I think we got a shot. I don't want to lay 3. I don't want to do anything. We got a couple Ruby props. I'll be happy. Miz, any thoughts on the Yankee game? I might do San Diego run line here. I just see with the Yanks. They bring up the young kid. I've been on enough games in my life where you think a team should pound some nobody pitcher, right? Whether you're a Yankee fan, a Dodger fan, you're like the Indians, Royals, whoever. You get some guy like, oh, look at this. They're just bringing the guy for a spot start. And the spot starter comes in and goes 7+ with like 9 Ks. You're like, who the heck's this guy? 3 hits, and you lose the game 4-0. I want to do Padres run line. I do. Am I going to do it? Probably not. Steve, would you feel more comfortable taking the Nats first 5 money line over a full game? Yeah, the way the bullpen's been, probably. But I'm not a first 5 side guy, really. I really don't really throw a lot of those out, Steve. I just can't bet Lyle. So, again, over. I have nothing. I got the Nats for the game here plus 105. I like it. Total, Again, I'm just stick with the full game for me because the Royals are disappointing. I say it's not an understatement because you got a team like the A's, but I'm a little disappointed in KC's. the way the offense has been. Joe says, what about Bieber's K's 5.5? Huh. How has Bieber been pitching? I had read somewhere that he's been a little off on his velocity. I'm going to say under. Look at this. I just clicked it up. 4.49, 4.44, 4.44, 4.7, 3. So that's 2. He's gone over twice. And that's 8 innings, 4 strikeouts in 8 innings. 4 and 4 innings, 9 and 6, 4 and 8, 4 and 7, 4 and 6, 4 and 6, 4 and 7. I'm not loving 10 games. He's hit this twice. I'm going to say under. You think it's easy over. Not lately. The strikeouts are not there. Michael, you have a good day also. Thanks for popping in. I like a San Diego bullpen's terrible, excluding they got Hader back there. The bullpen has but again, here's a spot when you talk about bullpens and just teams. The whole team hasn't been playing well this year. I mean, people might think they're playing good. They're under 500. They're not hitting. The pitching big bad. I mean, Musgrove's got a 6 ERA, almost a 7 ERA. So it has been bad. It has been bad. Everything's been bad. The hitting's been bad. The starters have been bad. The bullpen's been bad. But I'm not running to bet the Yanks. I mean, I know nothing about Randy Vasquez. Stephen Bowman. The Cleveland line has dropped to 7.5. It should still be play. I believe so. I like Cleveland under. Yes, under. Tommy Tamoose. Put this in now, parlay. Here we go. Jays, Angels, Colorado for Dremel plus 409. You love these parlays, Tommy. You love them. Jason Hines. Welcome, Jason. You like to raise minus 1.5? I'll say yes to minus 1.5. If I'm going to take a game and if I'm kind of questionable, like, well, I don't want to lay it. It's a bullpen game. It speaks. LA will probably score a couple runs, but I think we're going to score more runs. I will do run line. I would much rather lose a plus 145 run line than a minus 120 game. Even if it ends 3-2, I'd rather feel better just losing at even money than a plus money. So run line it, yes. Yankees money line team total over 2.5. Team total over 2.5, absolutely Rudy Tooty. The team total is 2.5 for the New York Yankees today. Is that a joke against Musgrove? Wow. I don't know about money line. I mean, it's a small dog. I get it. I think everybody's going to bet the Yankees because they're the Yankees, and it's like, oh, they're an underdog to Joe Musgrove has a 7 ERA. Team total 2.5. Wow. Stroh's run line. Oh, minus 1. Team total over 3.5. Yesterday over 3.5. See, the run line to me is that it's a higher one today. I think it was 160 last night. So I don't kind of lay that kind, Jason. That's not me. Or the Cubbies. And the Cubs, Reds, no opinion on. Look at this. Wes is coming in with WNBA. Mystics versus Sky Knight. Minus the 5. Who's that? The New York Mystics? We're going to go into the Mystic when we bring up this kind of stuff. Wes, I'm going to wrap this up. If you want to give me a call, if you want to chat. All right, I'm getting out of here. Happy Friday. Look headlines tonight.